So before it cut off, there's this door. We're expecting, a couple weeks, I think the 16th, the glass that I can put in there, pull out the boards. I need to repaint that black. Also, these lovely pipes coming up through the floor, I'm going to have to box those in with wood so that they're covered up. Create like a little bench there or something you can set stuff on, but that has to be hidden. There's the baseboard that we need pricing from Julie on. Gonna have to get all that stuff out of there. They're bringing Friday. They're bringing back the butcher block repaired in here. I'm going to have to, once again, these jambs are going to have to be painted. These walls are going to have to be painted. More fucking cracks I'm gonna have to fix. Out here, all of this needs to be painted, so that means a massive masking off process. So I don't get anything on the butcher block, on the windows, on the counters, on the ceiling. It's gonna take some time. Inside the house, though, I think upstairs is complete. Obviously, all these windows are going to need to be masked off and painted, so any assistance Nicole can find with a painter, I can also start looking too. They can come in here and, Jesus, do all that painting. It'd be nice if they could just paint everything. That will free me up to do all this other stuff that we're about to look at outside. Contractor's coming today so we can reset this door so I can start finishing off the perimeter and putting up those shutters, little shutters, though they will go in between here. Shutters, 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 shutters. Maybe we could get the same painter on the inside. Mary suggested painting this black. I think it's a great idea, especially if I don't have to do it. The pond, I need to get that epoxy and roll it and throw the chips on, and so it's not that ugly black. Then I need to clean out the pond of all the goop. And right before we are going to put it on the market, start filling it up with water and put the anti-algae stuff in it. I need to get the pump out here and try to pump remaining water so that stuff dries up into powder or goop that I can remove. So when we fill it back up, I have the edges brown, earth tone colors, fill it up with water, get the pump going, the fountain going, or yes. And then I have to get once the guys come out here and get the railroad ties. By the way, I got a price they cut the price in half to put in the first row of the beams, get everything level, and I can do the rest. But I need them to bring those rocks over here, fill this in, and then backfill this so the rocks are covered with dirt. Need to spray it some more seed that I have out here to get this all growing, filling in. Got some good green yesterday, but I have to, so this all needs to be painted. So we got shutters, 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 shutters. Paint this. And then on the back, I need to roll the cinder block. I need to finish staining the steps. The bottom part, I already got the top stain. Once that stain sets, then put the sealer on it so it doesn't fade and lighten up. Still have to paint around that door. But for the most part, I think that covers the house. The landscaper said they're thinking either end of this week or next week. They can get out here to dig that, put the first row of railroad ties. I can anchor them into the ground, and then I'm going to have to drag the rest of them down here and cut them. They're also going to cut through they got to get down into the ground, and there's a rise there, and that's because of those tree roots. So they're going to cut that out for me, probably, I think, 13 by 13, so that we can create the deck here. So it's a lot that needs to be done. So if we can find a painter that can help me with the inside painting and painting the outside here, that would be fantastic. Just a handyman that's not a slob would be great. How much all this cost, I have no idea.